Hi everyone, it's me again. So this time I wanted to do a tutorial on a kind of glamorous night out look. So this look is the one that I go to most because it goes with a lot of different outfits, different colours. So I would go for a gold smoky eye and a red lip. So I wanted to do just a quick step-by-step process on how I get this look and then teaming it with loose waves. So if you want to get this look, then please keep on watching. Okay, so to begin with, I've already applied my moisturiser. Normally I would apply primer here, but unfortunately I've just run out of my favourite L'Oreal Anti-Redness Corrector Primer. When applying primer, it helps your foundation to stay in place and last all day long. So here I'm just applying my foundation just all over my eyelids. It's Estee Lauder doublewear, just to make sure that I have a good base to work from. So here I'm using MAC Paint Pot in Bare Study. This is just to apply a nice highlight all over the eyelid, as well as helping my eyeshadow stay in place and last all day long. I would definitely recommend these as a product to buy. It's a great eye primer. So now I'm taking my MAC eyeshadow in Amber Lights, I think it is, and I'm just taking a flat eyeshadow brush and I'm just applying that all over the lid and just slightly into the crease as well. It's a lovely yellow gold colour, which is great if you have blue or green eyes. It'll really bring out the colour of your eyes. I love the MAC eyeshadows because they blend beautifully, there's great pigment and they last all day. So I'm just pressing that in all over the eyelid just to make sure that it stays in place. Then I'm taking a MAC 217 and blending out. Okay, so now I'm going to take the darker shade in my MAC palette and then using a bullet brush, I'm going to apply that along the crease of my eyelid. I'm not really sure what this colour is called, but it's just like a darker, warmer, toned brown shade. So this is perfect to go with MAC Amber Lights because it's not too harsh and it's got that same kind of warm tone to it. So I'm just applying that all over the crease of my eyelid, just with a bullet brush and a little bit on the outer corner of my eyes. So this is just to apply a little bit of shading. And then I'm taking a MAC 217 and I'm blending out towards the brow, but not taking it up too high, just to make sure that it's not too harsh. The MAC 217 brush is absolute godsend for blending out. Definitely recommend it. So here I'm taking Rimmel Scandaleyes, I think this is bootleg brown, and what I'm going to do is just apply that just underneath the lower lash line, and then what I'm going to do is I'm then going to blend it out, but for now I'm just applying a little definition just underneath, just to really bring out my eyes and define them. Okay, so now I've just taken a thin smudging brush and I'm just going to smudge that out and just wing it out slightly out towards the outer corner. So now I'm taking a MAC 209 eyeliner brush and I'm taking my trusty gel liner from Clinique. You can tell it's used quite a lot. So then I'm just going to sweep that across the top lash line. Really take care here. You want to have a precise line because you do have quite a light shadow, so you're going to be able to see it. So then you just wing that out at the outer corners just to make it look quite chic and classic. And just as I said, just take time here and just make sure that you've got it perfect. Okay, so now I'm taking my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush and then I'm using Estee Lauder Doublewear Foundation and I'm just going to apply that all over my face, really paying attention to work it into my skin up to the hairline to make sure I've covered everywhere. I really like to take time here just to make sure that I've got it all covered and that it's a good base. It stays put, especially on a night out. You don't want it moving, you want it to stay in place. So it really helps just to take that time just to work it in. And again, definitely would recommend a primer just to give you a good base to begin with and really even out your skin tone. So that helps then even if you want to kind of go for a lighter foundation and a lighter look. So here I'm taking my Rimmel Professional Eyebrow Pencil and I'm just defining my eyebrows by filling in all the little areas. I have very fair eyebrows, so I feel like I need to really define them and use a darker pencil, especially with my darker hair now, just to make sure that they don't disappear into my face. Your eyebrows are meant to frame your eyes, so it's important just to take time to really create a nice shape. And if you feel pencil is too harsh, then go ahead and use a powder instead. So here I'm using Estee Lauder brow gel just to set them in place. So I'm just lightly combing them through just to make sure that they stay in place. Okay, so here I'm just taking a normal drugstore eyelash curler just to curl my lashes, just to make sure that my eyes are a little bit more awake and in preparation for my mascara. I would actually use curlers almost every day just to kind of really bring myself awake in the mornings. So then I'm taking my Maxfactor Clump Defy mascara, which is absolutely fantastic if you want to add volume and definition to your lashes. So I'm just applying that just on the lower lash line first, and then taking care to cover every single lash before then applying it to the top. I really find that the Maxfactor mascaras are absolutely brilliant for staying put and really giving your eyelashes definition. Okay, so once I finish that, then I'm going to take my Benefit blusher in Dallas, and I'm taking just a normal angled brush, and I'm just going to apply that in the hollows of my cheeks. So what I do is just suck them in a little bit and then just apply it just to give a little bit of a shadow, to create more definition and to have a more structured look. So I'm just working that in. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm taking a crown brush, blusher brush, and I'm taking a coral shade from my Sleek palette. I think this is Lace, and I'm just going to apply that to the apples of my cheeks just above where I put the contour, just to apply a little flush of colour. I think if you're wearing red lips, you need to make sure that you have a bit of colour in your cheeks. Okay, so now I'm taking a big fluffy brush, and then I'm just kind of working that in just to make sure that it's blended out and there are no harsh edges. Okay, so moving on to highlighting, I'm just taking Topshop cheek highlighter in Prism, and I'm just dabbing a little of that onto my finger, and then I'm just working that in to the top of my cheeks just to add a little bit of shimmer. So just remember, if you're contouring and highlighting, contour pushes parts of your face back and highlight brings them forward. So you just want to naturally apply highlighter where the light would fall on your face. So I kind of forgot this little step. So this is MAC pigment in Melon, and I'm just taking a flat eyeshadow brush that I have sprayed with a little bit of water, dipped it in the shadow, and just applied it from the inner corner to the middle of my eyelid. So this adds a lovely nice shimmery sheen to your eyes and really brings out the colour of your eyes. Okay, so now I am using Maxfactor Lipfinity pencil in red, and I'm just using that to line my lips. So I find I have quite thin lips, so I want to really bring them out and define them. So I overdraw them slightly, and I just take care to really pay attention to this and make sure it's applied correctly, just so that it lasts all night. So now I'm just filling in my lips just to create a nice base. This will also help the lipstick stay in place. So I'm just making sure that every part is covered, and I'm really taking care to define my cupid's bow, and then I'm patting it in just to create a nice base. So now I'm taking Topshop lipstick in this lovely bright orangey red shade, Rio Rio. So I'm just kind of lightly pressing that in and just really trying to work it in just so that it'll stay all night, and making sure that I have the liner covered. It's pretty hard to find a shade that matches this lipstick correctly, so I just make sure by turning it on its edge and just lightly kind of lining my lips again just to make sure that they're all the same colour, and really pressing in. Okay, so next, just to really help this stay, is I'm taking a tissue and I'm going to blot, and then if you want you can reapply and then blot again, but it really helps it just stay in place and give a nice matte finish. Okay, so what I've done here is also add some half lashes just to the corners of my eyes using Duo Glue and tweezers. And then just to finish the whole look off, I'm using Urban Decay setting spray. And so what I've done here, just to get my hair into loose waves, is I've used the TG Pro curling wand, and I've just taken each strand and just curled it around, hold it there for a few seconds, then let go. And once you've done all of your hair, then you just let it cool down for a bit and take a tangle teaser and then just brush through to give you lovely loose waves. So I hope you've enjoyed this look, and please give it a thumbs up, and thanks for watching. Bye!